a very special occasion, I know, for all of you here in the community. I know it's a day of special significance for the firefighters of Ferbane, and I want to extend a special welcome to all those who will be serving the local community from this new station, as well as the retired members who are joining us here today, as well as your families. You're very welcome this morning. I want to also take this moment, if I may, just to remember the deceased members of the Fire and Rescue Service who have served and protected this community in the past. We're very grateful to the families for the vital contribution that they have made by their loved ones over the years to the safety of those living, working and staying in Ferbane and the wider community. I know that many of you had an attachment to the old fire station, and I passed on the way in. And I know so when we come to having a new station, some people might go, well, why couldn't we do it on the old site where the old station was? But to actually build a facility like this, when you see the scale of it, the size of it, and all the great things that the officers here will be able to do, it did require a new site and a new development to do it. But it brings its own history as well, this site, a former train station and also former offices for the local authority. And I had a chance to meet Rose earlier, who did work in the offices, and she told me that she did work, which the point of saying I did work, which is great. It's great, Rose, that you're here. And anyone else who had an attachment to this old site, I hope you're happy to see it being repurposed as a new station. Yeah, we're here in Ferbane where we have a new fire station for the community. Almost €1 million has been invested in this new station, which is going to allow a team of 8, led by their officer here, to respond to emergencies throughout the county. We also have a new appliance coming for the county as well in the next 18 months, and we're reviewing more investment for the training centre in Tullamore, as well as the possibility of a station in Clare. So a lot of investment now going in as part of a €40 million package for emergency and fire services here in the country, in the county, and throughout the country as well.
We're predominantly in the heart of the boglands here, so we have a lot of peat production with Bord na Móna, and we have a lot of people then that do their own peat harvesting as well, so we have a good few bog fires throughout the season, and then we have a lot of rural RTCs and again chimney fires. Ferbane now covers from Ballycumber on the way to Clare, down as far as Banagher as well, and as far as Kilcormac as well, so it's taken over the area of Kilcormac and Banagher fire stations, a portion of it. It varies on year how many calls. We could be up to 50, 55 calls in a year, but we expect that sort of level, I suppose, to increase because of, well, one of the additional resources we have now will be assisting other brigades as well. The old fire station was built in about 1952-53. It was a single bay station which really wasn't fit for purpose. There was no Munster Bay, no showering facilities, no storage facilities, and no lecture facilities or drill yard. So this really is a huge leap forward for the brigade in Ferbane.
Some of you might have seen Sean Hogan floating around, who you might recognise from the recent storm and weather events that we've had. I get very nervous when I see Sean, because it generally means that something bad is about to happen, and I might be responsible for it. So, but it's great to see Sean here this morning and to be here on what is a very good story for the community. I know it's a day of special significance.
Sean, this is the second fire station in 2 weeks that's been officially opened. Last week it was Graignamanagh in Kilkenny, and this week Ferbane in County Offaly. And as part of the national capital programme?
Yes, they are indeed. These are two, obviously, projects there's a number of stages to get to completion. This is the end of it here when we get to the stage where we're here with the community and with the firefighters opening the fire station. As you say, we had Graignamanagh last week in Kilkenny. It'll be a little while again now before we have more to open, but we do have a programme with about 40 projects on between refurbishments and new builds, and that's a 5-year programme. We're spending approximately 10 million a year. And added to that, then we'll also be doing fire appliances and granting fire appliances and the C3 project, which is changing the radio systems really for the fire service.
Okay, and this fire station in Ferbane, do we know how much it's cost? And
yes, about 950,000 is the contribution, and that's funded by the department's capital programme, fire services capital programme.
Okay, and the Minister announced earlier on this morning then that another fire station for Offaly in Clare will be refurbished or
there's one under consideration. There's also the training centre, training facility in Tullamore is under consideration as well. So we'll be looking at both those projects, and Offaly are also, and they will be getting a new fire appliance under the current appliance procurement programme as well.
Hello, we're here this morning in Ferbane. We're opening a new fire station for the community. Just almost €1 million has been invested into the local community here for the new fire station.
as a Ferbane, I'm really delighted that this project has finally come to fruition after many years of local lobbying and the local community crying out for it. So it's fantastic.
No, I think it's a great addition to the county fire station. It's been a long slog. A huge amount of effort went into this from not only from the senior staff but also from the crew here as well, and especially Fergal Maguire, the station officer.
EmergencyTimes.ie. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Emergency Times.